What if the most dangerous place in your life is not a street, not a room, not even a bad season, but the silent space inside your own head? Think about that for a second, because some people look calm on the outside while a war is raging on the inside. They smile in public and break in private. They keep moving, but deep down they feel stuck. And maybe that is you right now. Maybe your biggest enemy has not been people, money, pressure, or the past. Maybe it has been that voice that keeps whispering, you are not enough. You are too late. You always fail. Why try again? But listen carefully. That voice is loud. Yes, it is familiar. Yes, but it is not you. And before you click away, hear this part. If you can learn to face that voice, challenge it, and take your power back, your whole life can begin to change. Not next year, not someday, starting now. Because the mind can be a prison, but it can also be a weapon. It can bury you in fear or lift you into strength. So stay with me, because in the next few minutes you are not just hearing words, you are stepping into a reset. You are drawing a line. And by the end of this script, the battle in your mind will not look the same. Every day you wake up and walk straight into a mental battlefield. Whether you notice it or not, your thoughts are either pulling you forward or dragging you backward. The world may try to convince you that your situation defines you, that your history controls you, that your failures have the final word. But that is not the deepest truth. Your mind is the gate to your future. And when you learn to guide it, protect it, and train it, you begin to guide your life. Too many people give away their strength by letting negative thoughts live freely in their mind. They keep repeating old doubts planted by fear, planted by rejection, planted by voices that did not believe in them, or planted by painful mistakes they made years ago. And after a while, those thoughts stop sounding like intruders and start sounding like truth. That is how people slowly become prisoners without chains. But imagine if today becomes the day you stop that cycle. Imagine if today becomes the day you say no more. No more letting fear write your future. No more letting insecurity choose your actions. No more replaying the lie that says you are too broken, too weak, too ordinary, too late. Because here is the truth you need to hold on to with both hands. You are not your negative thoughts. You are the one who can hear them, question them, and rise above them. There is a stronger version of you still alive inside, and it is time to wake that person up. Inside you is a version that is stronger than doubt, calmer than fear, and wiser than panic. A version that can heal, grow, lead, and keep going even after hard days. But reaching that version of yourself takes a skill many people never learn. You must stop being ruled by every thought that enters your mind. You must stop treating every fearful idea like a fact. You must stop bowing to the noise. This is not about pretending life is perfect. It is not about smiling through pain and calling that strength. Real strength is different. Real strength is looking at the storm inside you and choosing not to let it decide who you are. Real strength is learning to see thoughts as patterns, not as destiny. It is changing your inner voice from constant criticism to honest compassion, from shame to self-respect, from panic to clear direction. And if your mind has felt heavy lately, if anxiety has been draining you, if self-doubt has been slowing your steps, then this message is for you. Because freedom is not only about changing what is around you. Sometimes freedom begins when you finally change what has been ruling you from within. And if this part is speaking to you, keep listening, because this is where the shift begins. Not with a miracle from outside, but with a decision inside. The moment you stop saying, this is just how I am, and start saying, this is something I can change, everything begins to move. Let us begin with the truth many people avoid. Your mind is powerful, extremely powerful. But if you leave it unchecked, it can become your harshest enemy. Every single day you think thousands of thoughts. Some of them help you, many of them do not. Thoughts like, I will never make it, nobody really cares, I always ruin things, I am too far behind, why even start? These thoughts can appear fast and quiet. They can feel natural, they can feel automatic, and that is exactly what makes them dangerous. Most people do not stop to question them, they accept them, they build identity around them. They let them shape behavior, kill confidence, and block opportunity. But listen carefully to this line because it matters. You are not your thoughts. You are the one hearing the thoughts. You are the awareness behind the noise. That means you have more power than you think. Your mind is like a garden. Leave it alone and weeds will grow. Fear grows, shame grows, doubt grows. Old pain grows. But when you become aware, when you start caring for that inner garden, you can remove what is choking your peace and plant something stronger. Confidence, gratitude, patience, courage, clarity. It starts with awareness. That is the first move. Notice what you keep telling yourself. Catch the patterns. Watch the language. The sentence you repeat becomes the path you walk. So if you want a new path, you must start with new awareness. And trust me, this one step changes more than people realize. When a negative thought enters your mind, pause for a moment. Do not rush past it. Do not just obey it. Ask a few honest questions. Where did this thought come from? Is it based on facts or is it built from fear? Is it true or is it just familiar? Would I say these same words to someone I love? That one question alone can wake you up. Because many of the thoughts that hurt you are not logical at all. They are emotional reactions. They are echoes from past pain. They are old survival habits. They are stories built in moments when you felt rejected, embarrassed, afraid, or unseen. But a pattern is not a prophecy. It can be broken. Also remember this, your brain is designed to protect you, not always to make you peaceful. It scans for danger. It watches for threat. It notices what could go wrong. That is why negative thinking can feel automatic. But automatic does not mean permanent. With practice, you can train your mind to notice strength, possibility, progress, and growth. One of the best ways to do that is simple. Write your thoughts down. Get them out of the fog and onto paper. Read them back. Say them out loud. Many lies lose power the moment they are exposed to light. What feels huge in your head can start looking weak when you slow down and examine it. So bring light into that dark room. Stop letting every thought hide in silence. You have the right to examine what enters your mind. You have the right to decide what stays. Not every thought deserves your trust. Not every thought deserves your energy. And the faster you learn that, the stronger you become. Once you notice the negative thought, the next step is critical. You challenge it. You do not just sit there and let it speak without resistance. You answer back. Because most negative thoughts are not truth. They are habits. They are built from fear, insecurity, and old pain. They may sound convincing, but sound is not proof. They may feel strong, but feeling is not fact. Suppose the thought says, I am a failure. Stop right there. Ask yourself, is that really true? Or did I simply go through a setback? Did I learn something? Did I survive something difficult? Have I done good things in other parts of my life? Would a person who truly loves me describe me with that one word? The more honest you become, the more you realize the thought is distorted. It is not a full picture, it is a cruel shortcut, and that means it must be replaced. This is where truth-based self-talk becomes powerful. Not fake positivity, not empty slogans. Real statements that fight the lie. If the thought says, I am not enough, answer with, I am growing, I am learning, I have value right now, even while I improve. If the thought says, I will never get through this, answer with, I have survived every hard day so far, and I will move through this one too. Keep listening, because this is where many people change their life. The voice in your head should not only be a critic, it must become a coach. Correct yourself with truth. Encourage yourself with strength. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you deeply care about. Thoughts become beliefs. Beliefs shape identity. Identity drives behavior. That is why your inner dialogue matters so much. If you keep calling yourself weak, your actions start shrinking. If you keep calling yourself hopeless, your energy drops. If you keep saying you always fail, your mind starts expecting defeat before you even begin. So start doing something practical. Write down the most common negative thoughts you battle. Next to each one, write a stronger response. Keep it simple. Keep it real. Read it in the morning. Read it at night. Read it when the lie returns. Repetition matters. The brain learns through repetition. You train it the same way you train a muscle. Through pressure, through practice. You will not win every mental battle in one day, but you can start changing the pattern in one day. And that matters. Also understand this, having negative thoughts does not make you weak. It makes you human. The strength appears when you stop kneeling before those thoughts and start confronting them. That is the turning point. Not the moment fear disappears, but the moment truth becomes louder than fear. So choose your voice carefully. Choose what you repeat. Choose what you feed. Because your future is being built one thought at a time. And if you stay with this process, you will notice something powerful. The same mind that once worked against you can start working for you. The same inner space that once drained you can begin to carry you. That is the shift. That is the work. That is how the story starts changing. Now let us talk about something many people ignore. Your thoughts do not come from nowhere. They are shaped by what you allow into your life every day. Just like your body reflects what you eat, your mind reflects what you consume. If you want better thinking, you need better input. Ask yourself honestly, what are you feeding your mind? What are you watching? What are you listening to? Who do you talk to most? What fills your screen? What fills your ears? What fills your room when you are alone? Because all of it is doing something. If you constantly consume chaos, drama, fear, comparison, and noise, do not be surprised when your thoughts feel heavy and restless. If you stay around people who complain all day, criticize everything, and speak without hope, your own confidence can slowly fade. Your mind reflects your environment more than you think. So become intentional. Protect your mental space. Clean up what does not help you. Start with your digital world. Look at your social media. Do the accounts you follow make you stronger, calmer, wiser, and more focused? Or do they leave you feeling jealous, distracted, insecure, and tired? Unfollow what poisons your peace. You do not need constant access to things that weaken you. Then look at the people around you. Some people bring life, others plant doubt, some people speak courage into you. Others make you feel smaller every time they open their mouths. Love people, yes, but protect your peace too. Sometimes distance is not hate. Sometimes distance is healing. And that can be one of the most powerful choices you make. Do not only remove bad input, add better input. Fill your mind with words that build you. Read books that sharpen your thinking. Listen to voices that challenge you to grow. Watch content that gives you courage, perspective, and clarity. Feed your mind with truth, wisdom, discipline, and hope. When your mental diet changes, your inner world starts changing too. You begin to think differently because you are hearing different things. This does not mean life becomes easy. It means you become better prepared for hard days. Negative thoughts grow fast in toxic environments. So change the environment. Give your mind something stronger to echo. And here is another thing people forget. Your attention is precious. What you focus on, you strengthen. If you keep focusing on what is missing, your life feels empty. If you keep focusing on what scares you, fear gets bigger. If you keep focusing on what other people have, gratitude starts dying. But when you focus on progress, on what you can control, on what still remains good, your mind starts breathing again. Guard your attention. Protect your peace like it matters, because it does. You cannot stop every negative thought from showing up, but you can reduce how many seeds of negativity are planted in the first place. That is real power. And if this is making sense, hold on, because there is another level to this. It is not only about what enters your mind, it is also about where your mind keeps traveling. And that is where mindfulness becomes life-changing. One of the strongest tools for dealing with negative thoughts is presence. Simple presence. The ability to be in this moment without judging every feeling, without running back into old regret, and without racing ahead into future fear. It sounds small, but it is powerful. Most negative thoughts come from two places: pain about the past and fear about the future. You replay what happened, you overthink what people said, you imagine disasters that have not even happened. You try to control outcomes you cannot see. And while doing that, you leave the only place where peace can actually be found, this moment, right here, right now. The present moment is where clarity returns. It is where healing begins. It is where your power comes back. When you slow down and notice your thoughts without instantly believing them, you create space between you and the storm. And in that space, you regain choice. Try this in the morning. Before you grab your phone, before the world starts shouting at you, sit still for a few minutes, breathe slowly. Feel the air move in and out. Notice the room. Notice your body. Notice that you are here, alive, present, grounded. Then when a negative thought appears, do not panic. Do not fight it with desperation. Observe it, name it. That is fear, that is shame, that is my old pattern. When you name it, you weaken its hold. You remind yourself that you are the observer, not the prisoner. And that small shift can stop a spiral before it grows teeth. You do not need a perfect routine to practice mindfulness. You just need a few moments of honesty and attention. Even 5 minutes of slow breathing, quiet reflection, gratitude, or stillness can change the emotional direction of your day. When your mind is racing, grounding helps too. Look around and name what you can see. Notice what you can touch. Listen to the sounds near you. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel the chair under your body. Come back to your senses. Come back to reality. Because negative thoughts often pull you into a world that is not even happening. They create fear from imagination. But grounding brings you back to what is real. And what is real is often far more manageable than what fear predicts. Mindfulness is not about being calm every second. It is about being aware enough to respond instead of react. It teaches you that a thought can enter your mind without owning your mind. It teaches you that emotion can rise without becoming your identity. The more present you become, the faster you catch harmful patterns. You notice the lie earlier. You pause sooner. You choose better. So when your mind starts wandering into fear, gently pull it back. Not with shame, with grace. One breath, one moment, one honest choice at a time. Because in this moment, you are not as powerless as fear says you are. In this moment, you are still here, still standing, still capable of choosing a better direction. And that matters more than you think. Now let us build this into something practical, because overcoming negative thoughts is not a one-time emotional moment. It is daily training. Just as your body needs exercise to stay strong, your mind needs regular practice to stay clear, steady, and resilient. You cannot listen to one inspiring message and expect every dark thought to vanish forever. Change happens through repetition, through rhythm, through a routine you return to, especially when you do not feel like it. So create a daily mental fitness routine. In the morning, begin with intention before the noise of the day reaches you. Sit in silence. Pray if that helps you. Breathe. Reflect. Give thanks. Even 5 or 10 minutes of stillness can change the tone of your whole day. Remind yourself who you are, what matters, and how you want to show up. Then use affirmations that speak directly to your struggle. If fear is your battle, say, I move forward even when I feel unsure. If self-doubt is your battle, say, I am capable. I am growing. I do not need to be perfect to move. Say it out loud. Let your own voice become a force for healing, not harm. During the day, do mental check-ins. Pause and ask, what am I thinking right now? Is this helping me or hurting me? Is this truth or fear? That one pause can rescue your energy. In the evening, reflect. Write down what went well, what challenged you, and what you learned. Release the pressure, release the build-up. Do not carry the whole day into tomorrow. Journaling is powerful because it helps you catch patterns, track growth, and empty emotions before they pile up. Use it to forgive yourself too. Forgive yourself for overthinking. Forgive yourself for slipping. Forgive yourself for being human. Grace is not weakness. Grace is fuel for growth. And while building this routine, keep feeding your mind with what strengthens it. Listen to words that lift you. Read things that deepen you. Stay close to voices that call you higher instead of dragging you lower. Even 10 focused minutes a day can begin to reset your thinking. But here is the secret. Consistency matters more than intensity. Do not wait until you feel motivated. Show up anyway. Mental strength is not built only on easy days. It is built when you keep choosing truth in the middle of pressure, doubt, and fatigue. That is where resilience is born. And as you do this day after day, something beautiful starts happening. You stop believing every thought. You stop collapsing under every emotion. You stop letting one bad moment define the whole day. You become steadier, clearer, stronger, more rooted. The mind that once felt wild begins to calm. The voice that once tore you down begins to lose volume. And in its place comes something new. Quiet confidence, real courage, strong peace. Not because life became perfect, but because you became more trained. You learn that your thoughts do not control you. You can lead them. You can redirect them. You can rise above them. And once you truly understand that, you become dangerous to every lie that once kept you small. So as this message closes, do not let it pass through you like just another speech. Let it land. Let it challenge you. Let it wake something up inside you. The truth is simple but life-changing. You are not a prisoner of your thoughts. You are the one who can lead them. Every thought that says you are not enough, every lie that says you are broken, every fear that says your future is already ruined, those are not your final truths. They are only voices, and voices can be answered. Today you learned the first move is awareness. Notice the lie, catch the pattern, bring it into the light, then challenge it, replace it. Speak truth over it again and again until the old script loses power. Guard what enters your mind. Protect your peace. Stay present. Build daily habits that strengthen you. And when you fall short, do not quit. Reset. Start again. That is how real change happens. Slowly, deeply, and then all at once. If this touched a nerve, good. That means something inside you is ready to grow. And if you made it this far, remember this line. Your mind may speak, but it does not get the final word. You do. So rise tomorrow with more awareness. Walk with more discipline. Speak with more truth. And when the old voice returns, do not run. Face it. Answer it. Outgrow it. One thought at a time. One day at a time. One brave choice at a time. That is how you take your life back.